We're gonna go live. It's not Minecraft, it's Infinity Nikki. 1.10 updates. Update. Extra, read all about it, bitch. Oh wait, I can't cuss. YouTube's gonna be upset. Anyways, sorry for burping in your ear. Hey, hi, hello. What's good? What's up? What's poppin'? It's update day! And of course, this had to come right as I'm finishing my class. So, as per usual, if I don't talk for extended periods of time, it's because I'm doing my work and I'm letting you experiencing the story. Okay, it's golden season. I know y'all. Ooh, look at the outfit. Look at the fit. Now, I know there's other stuff coming later in the season, and I just want the hat. I want the hat. I want the whole set, actually, but as you can see, we are not suited and booted up for that. I'm just gonna clear up and get everything out the way. You know we don't watch this trailer. You gotta go to their page for that. You know, free stuff here. But yeah, let me get my stuff out the way first. This happened to come right as I'm finished, right as I finished crafting Silvergale's Aria, which is so funny. I'm just gonna save that in case. Did they? No, it's the Realm of Breakthrough. Stop. Challenge. Wow. How magical. I keep hitting my mouse. E. Okay. Okay. I just need to get some stuff out the way. It's for the next thing I'm crafting. No, girl. It's not there. I guarantee you it's not. All materials crafted. I finally get to craft the second Silvergale's Aria. It took me... Okay, looking at the calendar... A month. It took me a month. As somebody who had already crafted it. That's insane. The things I do for love in this game. I already visited the Starlight shop, by the way. The items aren't... It's just... You know, I'm not a big fan of vests. Not a big fan of poof in this way. But, yeah, I don't have many Starlights because I don't like doing the thing. Listen, this game has a lot of parts. And sometimes you just gotta choose which parts that you like. And I do. Look at that! If you don't know my MO, I never buy things from games, like, ever. Ever. I don't do microtransactions. Ever. I don't do none of that. Why? Because I grew up playing The Sims freaking 4 and wasting your money on all this stuff just for them to sell it and say, oh, we never cared. Here, big company that will most likely try to make the game into a gotcha of some kind. It's like, bro. EA is made of pure evil. And I bet they're sitting there rubbing their hands together being like, yes, this is really gonna get us so much money. And here's the thing, right? Everybody's like, oh, they have investors to impress. They have stockholders. And here's the thing about these... Oh, I can't even say it. I can't even say it about these daggone stockholders. Why on earth would appealing to them first be profitable? Appeal to a player base. That is what gains you popularity. That is consistently what gains popularity. But then to sell them out for what? Oh, we're corporate investment people, and we think this is gonna make your game money. By actively doing things that people hate. It's like, bro, just because you make more things buyable in your game does not mean people are going to just buy it. Like, especially not when you're churning out crap. Especially not when you're churning out half-baked, already made, uninspired, uninteresting. Like, I'm sorry, does EA have an op on the inside? They must have an op somewhere plotting on their demise, because who in their right mind would think to themselves, oh yeah, they're gonna love this.
We begin with a magical encounter.
Girl, shut up.
Between a cadence born and a young
I don't want to hear about a magical encounter. Upset. If you don't know, The Sims 4 has officially, like, EA sold The Sims 4 to a Saudi Arabian company, and that was a weird glitch. Essentially, we have no idea what will happen. This screen is so cute. If they're gonna start taking things away from the game, adding things to the game, that, yeah, like I said, microtransactions, and taking things away. I don't know, like LGBTQ people. It's like, what the frick frack paddywhack, bro? What the frick frack paddywhack? Why would y'all insert yourselves? Why would y'all insert yourselves into this thing that already could have been making money had you just been more diligent, had you just had better quality? Okay, I don't know. 21st century capitalism is the dumbest thing that has ever existed, right? Because they're chasing profits in a way that runs the profits off the map. Like, bro, like, players typically don't like microtransactions. And not only that, bro, why would you sell it to a... Excuse me? Who the How is she here?
Nikki, the water's getting too deep for me.
Then stay on the other side. Don't talk to me, Momo. Excuse me? How are you here? I'm not in co-op mode. I'm not in co-op mode. Who the F are you? I'm an only child. You guys know I like playing single player. That's absolutely weird. Get out. Leave. I'm not used to sharing my things with other people. Which, contrary to popular belief, when you're an only child, like, it's not that you don't interact with other kids, it's that the importance of community building with other children is less important. Like, I don't know, when you get your own stuff, you never learn why sharing is essential. Because guess what? If somebody needed to share with you, it was an adult who, side note, these is too loud. Is simply too loud. I can't. The only people who share with you as an only child are other adults. So, and adults rarely, an adult is not going to be like, no, I'm not sharing with you, child. And if they are, it's a whole thing. But yeah, some of y'all grow up trying to commit murder against your siblings. And I think that's just a little bit equally unhealthy, if you were to ask me about it. But, you know, people with siblings don't want to hear that their toxic dynamic was not supposed to be the standard. Y'all do know that you're not supposed to grow up in those, like, dynamics, right? That's an abuse dynamic when your parents just let you run around like Tom and Jerry with your siblings. That's unhealthy. Oh, they're kids. It's natural to have... Yeah, it's natural to be a little bit competitive with people around you. It's not natural to, like, abuse them and cause them harm repeatedly. But, you know, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that your parents facilitated your bad relationship with your siblings, but okay. Blame it on the only child. Hopefully this does not glitch out because I'm not saving and relogging. Before I hop into the update, I just wanted to clear my, a little bit of my dailies. Just a little bit, tiny bit. Oh my gosh, it slowed down a little bit. I just wanted to clear my stuff. Then we're gonna change my outfit since I'm at home.
Magic of styling? When Nikki shows up, even falling meteors can't help but be drawn in.
The magic of styling! I really just want an option where I can turn off Momo's voice. I understand that he's very cute and that his quips are, you know, part of the game, but he needs to stop talking. Okay, girl, I'm overstimulated. Listen, I'm an introvert. I'm not the type who likes to just be on FaceTime or be on the phone with people casually doing nothing. If you're, like, for some reason, I can only do that, like, parallel work stuff You know how people are like, I need somebody studying in front of me so I can study that like parallel play thing or whatever the frick it's called. Um, I can't have a real person there because otherwise I'm just going to be watching you. And then I'm going to be watching myself for what I'm doing because you can watch me. Don't call me autistic. It's not an autistic trait to be introverted. Look at how close this is to the edge of the world. This is how close I am to losing my look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I wonder what we're gonna wear today. I'm thinking more of like, I have a picture and it's my desktop wallpaper of my Nikki in this very like 1920s, um, would I call it 1920s Shanghai? It's a very specific style. Like she has the qipao on, but also the like parts from Liliana's set, the town mare, that makes it look very 1920s, and I like it. But we're gonna try to do something fresh, try to do something novel. With every update, I usually start with like inspiration of what I think the update is gonna be about. I think this is like a light academia fall. When I say light academia, I don't mean like with academic motifs. I just mean like an aesthetic that is typically darker is now purposely made with like light and soft colors, that type of thing. But also like fall. Also like fall, we're gonna be sitting here for about 3 to 4 hours for this update. I just realized that. What time is it? Who cares? Who cares? Last one. I don't really do much at my home. I built my little house, and even though I desperately want to expand it, that takes hours, bro. That takes hours. That's not what I clicked. That takes so long and so much of my attention, and I don't know. I'll probably go back to it in the lull between updates, but for now, we have new content to explore. Let's go get dressed. Because right now I just have my little pop star outfit on. This classical music is so pretty. Okay. Y'all are about to see the fastest makeover in the wild. Hey! They added multiple wheels like y'all said they would. Wow. Home. Mainland. And quest. Just so if they specifically give us outfit abilities, I could just throw them on here instead. Yeah. I said, huh, get into it, yeah. Papa with a truck, get out to it, yeah. He said he wanna, get into it, yeah. How do I switch it? I'm just trying to get into it, yeah. Did you listen to Doja Cat's new album? Unfortunately, I did not. I didn't listen to Doja Cat's new album, and I tried to. That's not using brain power. You gotta. You gotta. The salamalid. The salamalid. The salamalid. No, that's for the fishing. I still use the gliding on the home island because if you get up really, really high, you can jump down. And then that's what it do. That's what it do. I tried to listen to Doja's new album. I just was not interested. I was not getting hooked on any melodies, any lyrics. I wasn't shaking nothing. We got to the third song or the fourth song, and it was basically just background music. That's the problem, right? I know by the beginning of the song whether or not I'm gonna like the album, and it just don't hit, bro. Like, and that's not to say anything about her ability. That's more to say that it wasn't hitting. Everybody's trying to bring back the 80s, but all I'm hearing is very outdated stuff. And not like outdated in a good way, outdated in a, oh, Okay. So we're bringing this back? Okay, cool. So what now? And the other two slots are going to be for the whatever I care. Whatever. I should have just repeated it, but ah, but let me know. See, I like Jealous Type. Jealous Type is a good song. I particularly like it. Put this here. Boy, let me know if this is paradise. And then the other two slots are for abilities. So they're basically no difference. Unless I need more. Open the door. Open the door. I need to cough. Okay. Clear up, Nikki. Clear up. We're gonna start from the bottom up. From the bare bones Jones. And for this one, since it's like more like, it looks like a murder mystery train, and y'all know I love a murder mystery. I love a murder mystery, so we're gonna do like a darker, more sultry look, more who done it, you know, who done it, who did do it, who has done it, how did he do it, oh, how did he do it, there's nothing to it. That is a Shake It Up reference, if you're old enough to, if you're old enough to remember Shake It Up. If you're old enough to remember Shake It Up, what do you mean if you're old enough to remember Shake It Up? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? That came out of my own mouth, bro. Old enough to remember Shake It Up? It was just on 2 seconds ago. What do you mean? I ate that show up, and not gonna lie, I could tell even as a child that Cece was not a good friend, but I could not figure out why. I could not figure out why. And it's because no matter what Rocky was going through, Cece was just like, well, can you just deal with it? Can't you just deal with it? Well, we gotta do something, and you're being ridiculous. And she always pulled that, well, I have a single mom. I have dyslexia. Well, we don't all have as much money as you. Oh my gosh. Let me just tell you, as a black girl, as a certified black girl, I hate it when the common trope in movies and TV are, well, I didn't have it as good as you, black girl, so I can't have the same things as you. And it's always towards the black girl or the girl of color that simply is doing it better. Okay, and it is important to mention their race, because why? Because if that girl were white, they wouldn't mention it. And I don't know, I come from America where if you even try to mention race, everybody's gonna jump on you and be like, how dare you make this about race? And I'm like, bro, we live in a society. It's basically unavoidable to interact with your own society, broski. It's basically impossible. You can't even play the game that you've been playing since you were 12 without remembering that they sold it to a Saudi Arabian company. Oh my gosh. Companies making a mad dash to be as unethical as possible in these trying times. I feel like it's just y'all ran out of ideas. Their main idea was to exploit until they couldn't exploit anymore. And then they got to the end of the road, and rather than being like, okay, we have the money to turn ethical, which, by the way, I saw some lady on her TikTok be like, you don't really want an equitable society. You don't want egalitarianism, because that would mean that you have to pay more for the products. If people were actually being paid appropriately for their labor, everything would be super expensive, and you wouldn't like that. It's like, oh my gosh, here they go again. Nurse, they're out. Let me remind you, this is the same fallacy that they use to discount communism. Okay? It's the same analogy. I just can't prove it, of being like, no. Equal means two equal. That means equal for every single person. And it's like, no, the doctor and the gravedigger fundamentally do not make the same amount of money. However, neither of them will starve because they don't make the same amount of money. Okay? In a society where people are paid for their labor as they are supposed to, okay? That does not mean that you incur all of these costs. It means that that jerk at the top who has 5 yachts, okay, 5 yachts, 3 mistresses, 8 summer houses in an island, it means he no longer has that exorbitant amount of wealth. Now he just has a regular amount. Instead of having 5 yachts, 10 houses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 amps in my bank account. Instead of having all that, they just have a normal amount. Okay, 1 yacht. You'd have 1 yacht. 1 yacht, not 5. Okay, I don't know why. And I do know why. It's because her map of reality in her own mind says that no matter what, the smaller populace will suffer for the 1%. And it's like, no, in an equal society, those who can pull more weight pull more weight. Think of it like a sled dog, right? All the sled dogs are not pulling the same amount of weight. The ones at the front are, or what is it, like the strongest ones are at the back because they carry more weight, or it takes more strength to steer, while the ones in front just lead because they're faster. It's like that. Yes, all the dogs are equal. They are all pulling the same sled, but do you really think they all have the same weight bared upon their shoulders? No. No, they do not. And that's what an equal society is I don't suffer because somebody else decided they don't want to pull as much weight, but they still want to be the head of the pack and get to have all the benefits of that. I don't even know how to explain it more in depth, but that just miffed me off. Like, girl, yes, we know that chocolate would cost $100 if everybody was paid equally. But however, no, it would not, because that cost is not incurred by the people. It's incurred by the people who are making too much already. That's the whole point. 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 Like, and I'm not even gonna preface. I can't even say anymore not to get political because it's unavoidable. Ooh, this skirt kind of eats. I'm kind of feeling it. I know it doesn't match, but hang with me. Hang with me right here. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Trust me. Trust the process and trust the vision. It's just maddening, the world we live in. And then when you talk about it, people don't want you to talk about it. And then when you don't talk about it, people are like, why aren't you talking about it? This is important. And then everywhere you look, it seems like the world is falling apart and being built anew again. And people are like, oh, should we fear? Should we stand confidently? Should we not care? Should we revolutionize? Is now the time? Was the time too late? Is it already too late? It's never too late to do the right thing. It'll never be too late to change course for the better. It's never too late. I'm running out of air in my lungs. Today I'm proselytizing. Y'all gonna hear it. Y'all gonna hear it. Y'all gonna hear it. Okay? I have a textbook cracked open in front of me with all the ways in which this world is unequal. Okay? And y'all gonna hear it. Y'all gonna hear it because public education is not free in my country. And while K through 12 is free, I think university should be considered public education. They need to bump it up to be like K through bachelor's degree. Okay? I say it, they should be given bachelor's degrees for free. You should be able to go to college for a bachelor's for free, not just an associate's. Okay? It should, when you really want to specialize in and specialize down, okay, now master's degrees and PhDs are what cost you big money. Right? That's understandable. Okay? Dissertations, I'm not saying you should have to buy your way in. I am saying that, like, barrier to entry is important at that level. Okay? But, oh, my stars and garters. Every day I wake up and I see what humanity has become. And as a spiritual person, I just look back into the universe and I'm like, why would you do this? Why would you do this? Why on earth would you put us through this? And then when you go searching spiritually, right, and you try to find answers as to why the world is the way it is, and you try to find personal truth, right, all you come back with is people saying, well, not all you come back with, I'll rephrase that momentarily, but like what you encounter most often is people being like, oh, suffering is necessary because then how would we ever know what good things are if we didn't suffer? And it's like, that's so crazy because are you enjoying living in your house right now? How about I sock you in the chest? So you can enjoy living in your home. How about I take away an aspect of a good thing for you so that you could have perspective, but it's like, no. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Because then humans would not be in the pursuit of happiness as we typically are. That is our core struggle, by the way. I feel like every human is just in the pursuit of happiness in the way that they have been culturally taught to seek it. I'm not saying that every human is looking for fulfillment necessarily, but I am saying every human is looking for the reason that they were here. And however you find that will kind of shape and define your life, bro. Real talk, big sister suit giving you advice. Even if you don't think you're gonna make it into the future, you need to make plans as if you are. Okay? Because we all see that meme of like, oh, I didn't have life plans. I didn't think I would make it this far. Yeah, that's the problem, homeboy. That's the problem. Even if you don't think you're gonna make plans anyways. Even if it hurts your heart to see that there are things that you want in this world that you simply cannot attain because of circumstances, still make a best case scenario, still make a backup plan, still be like, oh, just in case I don't end up doing the thing, and I don't think I need to tell y'all what the thing is, just in case you don't end up doing it, here is what I should be doing instead. Here is something I should probably keep in mind. And though it sounds morbid, it is not realistic to ask people to live with full embodiment of hope in the world that we live in today. It's just not realistic to ask people to live with hope. And yes, we're gonna live to see a better day tomorrow. We may. Humanity does a lot of weird things. We're a very odd species. When you think all is lost, we will still exist. Boy, like, we're the apex predator of our entire universe. I hope y'all realize that. I hope y'all realize that we are literally the only creature that can perceive just how alone we are in the universe and how exceptionally special we are because of that. No other creature on this planet can conceive. I cannot find a hat for this dang outfit. Nothing matches. And I think it's because her hair is blonde, but I really like the theatrical style, so I'm not letting go of it, but it just clashes with her pink makeup. Anyways, no other creature can really perceive what we can. And this is what we do with it? No. I feel like humans are just on a bad path. It's never too late to change for the better. It's never too late to change to be different. It's never too late to have a better tomorrow. Your joy is resistance, GI. Your happiness is resistance. Your plans for the future, that is resistance. Do not allow them to make you think that there is no tomorrow because somebody has taken your hope for tomorrow. And honestly, giving up is for little bitches, so don't do that. That's it. Giving up on the future is for little bitches. Only people who are truly desolate in this life believe that humanity will collapse because we're going through a bad time. And yes, the time that we're going through is real bad. It's real bad, and it may just be getting worse. But guess what? I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna go in game to check if this matches the pink of this, because it would only work if it matches. And it doesn't. Look how short she looks. Jeez. And look at her standing next to the doors. How tall is Nikki? I feel like I read somewhere that Nikki is 5'7". I feel deeply like I read somewhere that Nikki is 5'7", but that may just be her voice actor. I could not tell you. I could not tell you. But what I can tell you is that you need to live for tomorrow. You gotta live, man. No matter how bad things get, you gotta live. Cause guess what? It's not their world. No matter how bad things get, the planet does not belong to the worst person in the room. And I refuse to believe that. The planet doesn't belong to whoever is the biggest bully. That's just how circumstances are portraying it to be. Trust me, reality is based on perception. Expand your worldview. I'm not wearing that big hat. That big hat. I feel like I just need a dress. I just need a fanciful dress. Something, I want to wear a big hat, because that witch lady, she's wearing her big hat, and she's doing her big one. And I desperately just want to roll for that outfit, but I darn well know that I ain't got it like that. So, we gotta wait till the end of the season when I've collected everything. What screams murder mystery? This big flamboyant dress seems like it would get in the way. I kind of want to start off wearing a skirt. Oh, look, the butler did it. The maid did it. This is so cute. All these clothes that I never wear. I should, huh? I should. That's what they're there for. I wanna wear just a little thing. Wait, why am I on the side quest thing? Frick! I'm on the wrong outfit. Oh. I was not expecting her to look like that. Okay, girl. This was for the whole, oh, the dancers are being controlled, they're actually dead puppets theme of last season. So that was very pleasant. That was very pleasant. Very pleasant, sacre bleu. Sacre bleu. Everyone thinks the world is breaking in two. But what they do not know is that it is so we can be born anew. Do not fret and do not worry. The world may seem like it's ending, but the rapture is never coming. It never will. Because think about it, right? Why on a random Tuesday? That's all I gotta say. Why on a random Tuesday? Why? Why? Why be so happy that it's happening? Why? Simply because this world is so awful that you figure just hitting delete will solve everything. That is such a common sentiment within certain communities that I won't name. That everything is desolate simply because they have nothing to do with it anymore. And yet again, I'm not going to say who it is, But I'm just saying that if you go around the world for a couple hundred years destroying everything, and then you have the absolute nerve to come back and say everything is destroyed, there is no meaning, you are not the one who is qualified to give that opinion. I'm sorry. You can't get rid of every other religion on the planet and then be like, there is no God. No. I don't typically agree with atheists. Not wholly. Not completely. They're always very snarky. They're always incredibly snarky if you think about it. They operate from the belief of I can look down on you because I view myself as superior now that I have liberated myself from spirituality. And it's like, okay, good for you, man. Good for you. Now that you have cut yourself off from one of humanity's main tools for interpreting the world around us, however will you understand? However will you understand when people try to explain spiritual practices and all you hear is wah 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 wah? Because that's like, bro, why is there's noise in the background? Anyways, I don't have beef with the atheists. I don't completely agree. I don't agree that you went on a spiritual journey, discovered nothing, and you still turned out to be like kind of a shithead. I'm not gonna lie. Most of them are just like, I don't know, that lack of spirituality does something, right? That lack of spirituality just has them acting up 24/7. And I'm saying that as a pagan practitioner. I should warn y'all. I say that as someone who is esoteric in nature, not Abrahamic. And I cannot find a dress theatrical enough to suit my taste in this manner. And it is honestly upsetting me and my homegirl. We may just do a classic. And it's not that I'm even saying that their beliefs aren't valid, because I believe that every belief has some truth to it. It has to, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to live it as well, I suppose. So what then? So what then of people who believe that they will be destroyed upon death? What will happen to them? Exactly what you think. Side note, this is why I haven't been streaming for a while, because I don't know, I can't watch people go through psychosis on TikTok and then also go through an existential crisis and then try to convey on a gotcha game about why all of it is nonsense. Meanwhile, there's some man out there asking you for money. Like, oh my gosh. Meanwhile, there are people who gathered in a crowd outside of a Jollibee in the Philippines just to chant about rice. I don't even know what they were protesting. They said it was like a festival that was walking by, and then they stopped, and I couldn't understand a word they were saying, and it was 3 in the morning, but I'm like, wow. Humanity really just be doing just about anything when nobody is looking. We really do just be doing just about anything. And like I said the other day, when am I not on TikTok? This lady was like, somebody asked like, oh, why do you still have kids even though you know the world is a horrible place? And this lady said, it's because one day you get older and you realize the world isn't that bad. And I'm just like, I want to punch you, because that is the least true statement. The older you get, the more you realize how messed up the world is, because the more truth you are exposed to. If you got older and you realize the world isn't that bad, first of all, I feel very, very sorry for the world that you came from, to where you could encounter the rest of humanity and be like, wow, this isn't that bad. But it's like, girl, I open this textbook and I am given a new reason every single day to be like, dang, if I ever had the chance to sell out this species for utter destruction at the hands of an alien overlord, I would. Make it quick, make it swift, and let me go first. I'm serious. From a spiritual perspective, right? Everybody expects me to be very, oh, save humanity. Save humanity and be peacekeeping and peace loving and no, girl, I'm very spiritual. I do believe that humanity has the potential to change and do better and be better, but I also believe in not being stupid and not caring whether or not this species ultimately lives to thrive. If you wish to set your path, then that is the path that you will be on. I myself am one singular human and most likely will not see most of what humanity has left. Let's be honest, what's happening now is not the end of humanity. Everybody keeps, and you'll notice I keep saying the end of humanity very dramatically. It's deeply because, like, every single time something happens, y'all immediately jump to, oh my god, it's the end of the world, it's the end of the world, this is it, we're gonna go into nuclear destruction, we're all gonna, oh, and it's like, in reality, that's probably not gonna happen. We're not that lucky. As humans, we cause each other's destruction, but somebody is bound to survive every single time. Every single time. Every single time. I mean, look at the people from Hiroshima and Nagasaki. There are still people who lived through that to tell their story. There are still descendants. And I think that's something. Every natural disaster in the world, every bad thing that has happened to humanity, there has at least been one survivor to tell the tale. Always. Okay? And whether they are, and this is gonna get morbid, whether they are there to actively tell the story or not, humanity is not able to hide our stories, our emotion, our energy. And I'm thinking of one very specific example that it's, like I said, very morbid, and I don't want to bring down the mood, but like, and I'm not going to, because that's just too sad for even me to perceive. But, you know, even when bodies are found, their stories do not disappear. The inherent fact of them having been is what is important. I think we should dress Momo like a butler. But I have no purple in my outfit. Actually, yeah, I do. I tend to match Momo's outfit colors to my Eureka's now, just so it's more, like, consistently magical. I don't really want anything around her hands, because she's supposed to be, like, I don't know. Why is my Nikki always, like, a magic wielder of some kind? She looks like she could be some type of witch. Witch. I hate that I don't have more of these bird cages. Actually, I'll probably just use the last of these to do that. That's the outfit, by the way. I dress Nikki like I dress my Sims. Very quick and very stream of consciousness. Very quick. Very quick, very quick. Don't forget to bring your sovereign medals to redeem your awards. What were the rewards? I have no idea. Wow. I completely didn't stay with the theme, but I do like how she has this ruffled neck. How does this move? Okay, okay. I think we should give her, like, a cunty little handbag. I deeply do. I love the trumpet, silhouette for Nikki. It just fits her so well. What did I just forget to do? Girl, don't do drugs, kids. What did I just forget to do? What did I just say I was doing? Oh, a handbag. No, girl, the Eureka. Oh my gosh. Stay in school, kids. Actually, I am in school. Don't tell me stay in school. I am. I got another board. Am I gonna keep it red? There's a chance that it could glow up to not a very pretty color, but I think I'm just gonna take that L, because I really want it to be leveled up, because I don't want this red-purple scheme. No. The blue? No. No. I think the red actually would fit this the best. I'm not gonna risk it, because I don't have another one. But this one is purple. It matches Momo's cloak. I can't even frick. I can't even change it. Okay. We're gonna give her a cunty little purse. And then we're gonna be on our way. It took me forever to get dressed. Should we wear a mask? Who done it? Who done it? Who done it? Who got the party rocking? Who got the party started? Who done it? Who done it? Who done it? And I don't want y'all to say that you don't know the Shake It Up reference. You're gonna make me feel old. She has a little book on her back. Look, it's so cute. Are you serious? Stop right now. She's bringing a little bag on the train, just a little something to read, you know? I don't think it fits the theme though, because it's more like rugged and she looks expensive. Listen, not every outfit needs wings. Not every outfit needs wings. Take it off. Not every outfit needs wings. Not every outfit needs wings. We're gonna be indoors for most of this update. We can't use the wings. I have to talk myself out of it because I know. I'll put every accessory on her and then be mad when she's like in the game and all you can see is all the accessories and I'm distracted. Do you have the matching one? Do you have the matching one? Leaks are damaging to all creativity. Which is so funny that they put that out and then there was still a leak for the next update. They need to do the age-old cancel out method of giving everybody a completely different idea of what the next update is going to be and then seeing what gets leaked. Like, that's the, come on. That is the oldest trick in the book, bro. That is the oldest trick in the book. To specify your information in order to test your confidant's loyalty. That's literally from the 48 Laws of Power. It's so easy. And by the way, I don't agree with that lady when she was like, I don't trust you if you know what the 48 Laws of Power is, or like you read it. That book is for manipulators and narcissists. It's like, okay, girl, say that and get manipulated. Say that and then get manipulated and see what happens. Okay? Say that you should have seen it coming. Okay? Because what y'all don't want to admit is that we live in a world that is ran by narcissists. We literally do. We live in a world of self-centered people. Let go of your belief that you too should stop being self-centered. Who cares? Who cares? Be self-centered. Look at this dress. That is so pretty. Stop. Are those wings at her butt? The little... I've never noticed the little wing flaps. Skip. The little wing flaps got longer. Because in the first one, they're just like... No, I just couldn't see. I just can't see. And I think this one is from glowing it up, which is gonna take a lot. Oh my gosh, look at her. She's so majestic. I love her so much. And then this one. I need more heartfelt thoughts. Quickly, send me your heartfelt thoughts. Your prayers. Your hopes and your dreams. Just lay it on me. Don't blame it on the night. Just blame it on me. I've been sitting here for... It took me so long to pick out my outfit for the update and get ready to play the update that I'm hungry again. I'm literally hungry. I want food. Okay, that's not the glow up. The glow up is something completely different, but I'm almost done with that. Dreamland Showcase. This is the most boring part of it. Is having to clear all this stuff out, but we'll get to sit through lots of story guaranteed. Data texted me, good news, I've heard that the Golden Tango Julie, you really just picked that out of a randomizer, didn't you? The Sovereign of Sexy is returning to the abandoned district. I already battled her several times from behind a closed door, so I don't know how that's possible. Is that the legend? Okay, girl. So you just threw a lot of text at me. You just quadruple texted me. Okay, we're getting new fragrances. Nice. We always get new fragrances with the new updates. Server maintenance has concluded. Thank you. Okay.
I wonder what the Ripple Estate soiree will be like. I can't wait.
I wanted to let her finish talking.
Are you going to co-star with Madame Julie, the Sovereign of Sexy
Julie?
herself? She's a total legend. If you're going, be sure to pick out your outfit carefully.
Excuse me? If you're going, make sure to pick out your outfit carefully. So when do I not pick out my Wait a minute. I already picked out my outfit. What are you trying to say? He said make sure to pick out your outfit carefully. Which, by the way, I'm rage baiting. I know that he's joking. I know that it's meant for assuming that you haven't already changed your outfit. But, like, honey, I put that ish on every single day before I even step out the house. Stop playing with me. I put that on every single day, period. And that's on what? Nicolette fashion style. Okay, if y'all don't know, Infinity Nikki's whole, like, this girl's full name on my channel, okay, is Yume Infinity Fashion Nicolette Barbara Margaret Roberts style, okay? And I switch that around constantly. I said it in a video once, but it's Infinity Knock Nicolette Barbara Roberts Fashion Style Yume. Side note, I thought Yume was her last name for the longest time, and that's why it was called Yume Nikki, because I didn't understand. So now her last name is Yume. He said, make sure you're dressed nice. Honey, I got that. Please, do you, he said, make sure you got that on. He said, make sure you got that ish on. Do you not see the drip? Do you not see the absolute fit? I'm sorry. Do you not see the fit? Do you not see the, she got that shit on. I'm gonna change her hair color to be, like, darker. Oh my gosh. I do like this, but it moves very, very stiffly. Actually, it would match her, Eureka that she has going on here. But I'm like, I just want this one in black. If we could just get black hair in the freaking game. There we go. That's brown. Wait a minute. Y'all see how that looks black? That looks black. It's brown. It's not dyed. Excuse me. Knock, who's there, Nikki? Please, explain. America, explain. Why Arkansas and Arkansas? Because it was named by two different things. Hope this helps. Because most of the American English language is just a mismatch, a match-mitch. It's just a maxim-mitch. You see, the American language is basically just German plus the average of every other language and whatever else can be added in. I liked her better when she was blonde. That's my preferred hair color for Nikki, because, you know, I be blonde. And that's, like, something we have in common, bro. I relate with this virtual character so much, bro. The long hair is cute, but like I said, it moves so stiffly in game that it makes me upset to look at it, and please don't call me autistic for saying that. Listen, I know that sometimes it feels like I'm not breathing enough air and it makes my body uncomfortable, so I spontaneously get upset. But that does not mean I'm autistic. Look, I know I only wear specific fabrics because I can feel them on my skin. That does not mean I'm autistic. Look, I know sometimes I struggle with I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Her best friend's final wish? Of all PCs, you can't mean that, Julie. She doesn't care about any of us.
Oh, she doesn't care about us? Really? Could that be because since her friend's passing, there's been no room in her heart for anyone else? Oh, wow. Such a display of devotion.
What? Are you serious?
Ah, the brightest shining star of the abandoned district. It's none other than Miss Nikki herself and her mysterious partner, Mr. Momo. Oh my! To think I could see two living legends in one day! After I finish my in-depth report on Julie's retirement, I simply must arrange an exclusive interview with the two of you.
Hello?
Oh, even better! We'll do it right now! What sort of secret weapon did you use to defeat the caged greed? What kind of styling did you use when you won the Sovereign's Medal from Jenny? Wait, you must be here for the Ripple Estate soiree. Does that mean that Jenny told you... Ah! It must be related to why Julie retired all those years ago, right?
Well...
Oh, look at me. I get starstruck so easily I got flustered and almost forgot to introduce myself. This is my special Ripple Estate business card, fresh off the press from Sheldon. The order was only 998 blings, and Miss Nikki, the very first one is for you. And I'm Snapshot Tommy, all the way from Seachia, star reporter for the Brazen Beacon, columnist for the filler page.
From Seachia? Huh. I always thought that all PCs come from the abandoned district.
About that, I've done a bit of research.
It seems like both sides have a point. I can't believe that PCs outside the abandoned district don't even believe in the Silver Gill. Did you write this report, Tommy?
What? No, I'm not here for research. I was looking into Julie's story and happened to peruse some materials on the abandoned district. I came here to dig up some juicy scoop in Julie's hometown and find out the truth behind her retirement.
Why don't you just ask her?
Do you think I'd pester Queen Julie? She's so tough she'd sass that whole pack of sly-old foxes from the Kingdom Daily. Besides, that's not how I do my investigations. I prefer the little scraps of truth that no one notices, the ones tossed into the trash over some official hypocritical statement.
Too bad. I don't think the abandoned district has a single trash can.
What? No wonder something felt off. Fortunately, I'm no slouch. I'm already chasing down another lead. It's possible that Julie's retirement has something to do with the death of her best friend Cersei.
Dear guest, there's an old saying in Ripple Estate. Spilled wine cannot be poured back into the glass. Please do not bring up such old matters again.
I know.
Miss Nikki, Mr. Momo, welcome to Ripple Estate. Miss Jenny wanted to greet you personally, but I'm afraid she was called away by Pomi for a final inventory check. She'll be here later.
That's all right. We can use the time to explore and learn all about the Ripple Estate soiree.
Oh hey, that reminds me. I still haven't even asked about the time when Juliet joined Ripple Estate as a mysterious savorist.
The Dawn's First Light bottle from 2 days ago. I can still smell it. It's amazing.
I heard this is one of the new detergent vintages Ripple Estate is about to launch. I can't reveal the name yet, but I know what it's made of. It contains a classic aromatic detergent from the Ripple Estate, plus a new secret ingredient. They say it can enhance the effects of other detergents.
Wow! Return to the golden age before the disaster. Madame Julie really wasn't kidding.
That Juliet Tommy mentioned before? She's even more amazing than I'd heard. No talent scouts, no connections, just faith in her own charm and charisma. She went from Prosperville all the way to Sichia and became a trendsetter. She's so glamorous.
Are you saying that the charming Madame Julie in her wonderful straw coat isn't glamorous? If you ask me, of all Juliet's designs, only the straw coat that created Madame Julie is really worth anything. If Juliet the Human and Julie the Peasy had a styling duel, the winner and the one crowned the Sovereign of Sexy would be... it would definitely still be Madame Julie.
What a rich, fruity aroma. Such sturdy fabric. I'm sure I'll meet lots of master detergent makers on this trip. It's just a shame that Yarny is missing out.
I heard he went to Sichia to refine his detergent making skills. But now with the Ripple Estate soiree coming up, I don't see how he could miss such an important event.
Who knows? I haven't seen him in over half a year. Looks like I'll have to be the one who accepts Julie's specially blended detergent on his behalf. Yes! I'm never washing my hands again!
Isn't detergent made for washing things?
Oh, please, give me a break. That Julia just drapes some straw on herself and makes the front page? Keep reading. Come on, I want to see what other nonsense this rag can cook up.
Filler column. Sichia's rising star, Mr. Leon, said today that his collab with Juliet and Circe on As Rain Falls, As Flowers Bloom wasn't his big stage debut. He stated that when a habit becomes as silent as a tree, it is more profound than any protagonist's lines. Now that time has borne fruit, the art of the monologue will finally make the world...
Who's this Leon Schmeon guy? And that's all there is about Juliet? Ugh, about 10 copies from Tommy. What a total waste of thread.
Nikki, Momo, welcome. Everyone, please calm down. Madame Julie is on the choo-choo train and will be arriving shortly.
Yay! Julie, Julie! Dance up a miracle! Julie, Julie! Ignite for us the ripple!
First evacuate. Secure the suitcase. I'm sorry. Madame Julie has some business to attend to. She won't be back for a few days. Please wait back at the estate.
What happened?
I'm not sure.
Hey, why are you shooing us away? Let me see, come on!
I'm sorry, I can't. Please, leave now.
Nikki, what's going on?
I don't know. Come on, let's see if Jenny can explain. Excuse me, Jenny. Do you know what happened? Nikki. You've helped save both Ripple Estate and the abandoned district. I can't possibly lie to you. In this suitcase are scraps of a PC.
What does that mean?
Scraps of a PC? Jenny, are you telling us that... Yes, the fabrics of the PCs. They're gifts from the Wishing One, each containing unique whim. The stronger their whim and the deeper their fabric studies, the more a PC stylist can feel a cloth's energy and distinguish ordinary scraps from the fabric of their own kind. Although I don't possess nearly as much whim as Madame Julie, and I don't always know a fabric's origins, I
still sense that the cloth in this suitcase is the body of a PC.
What? Could it be Madame Julie?
But how? I don't know who would target Madame Julie, and who would have the power to harm Wishfield's sovereign of Sexy. I'm sorry, my mind's a mess. But what happened, happened. As the former owner of the Ripple Estate, I have to act. I must calm everyone down, investigate, maintain normalcy. I must.
Don't worry, Jenny. We can help too. Although I never had the chance to meet Madame Julie, I know the others in the abandoned district. I want to do my part.
Right. I'm not scared. Not at all. If you need anything, Nikki and I can help you.
Thank you, Nikki and Momo. Until things are clearer, I'll ask Pommy and Charlie to control the narrative, and not tell the others about Madame Julie's murder. Next, we must find the culprit. But with only fabric scraps, where would we even begin?
I can help. There may be clues on the suitcase or inside the train. Oh, we should also ask the staff on the choo-choo train if they know anything.
Never fear. Master Detective Nikki and her handsome assistant are here. Leave the investigating to us.
All right. Jenny, you should take a break. Momo and I will look around first.
I'm sorry. I'll leave it to you.
The suitcase isn't locked. This must be Madame Julie's exclusive logo. Is this straw?
Straw? Hey, Nikki! Remember that celebrity, Juliet? Didn't those PCs say Madame Julie was born from her straw coat?
Right! I heard Madame Julie wears a straw coat now too, and it really suits her. The exclusive logo, plus the straw on the back of the suitcase. It seems this really is Madame Julie's suitcase. She went all the way to Sichia, yet the surface of the suitcase is still so clean. Even the handle is polished. Madame Julie must have really cherished this.
And now it's being used to carry... that killer! They're horrible!
It's a shame there are no more clues about the killer. The suitcase wasn't locked, so anyone could have opened it, which means anyone could be the culprit. The PCs of the abandoned district made this to welcome Madame Julie. She was so beloved here. If they knew what happened to her, everyone would be heartbroken. Is this from Madame Julie's journal? Jenny said that Madame Julie left without a word to find a fragrance worthy of the Ripple Estate soiree. This journal seems to confirm that.
It seems she was a very spontaneous lady, so I guess it's not surprising she'd suddenly leave. But since she decided to return to the abandoned district, does that mean she found the formula she was after?
Maybe. It says here that she got some good news unexpectedly. But something's not right. In the second to last entry, Madame Julie said something was a little painful and stopped writing. I'm worried she might have gotten injured, or maybe even sick. Whatever happened, I have a feeling it's connected to this case of the scraps in the suitcase.
That would make sense. Nikki, did you find anything else?
I did. Madame Julie never wrote down the latest formula. I'm not sure if she wrote it down somewhere else or brought a sample with her. In any case, we haven't found any related evidence. Could the person who attacked Madame Julie have been after that formula?
Ha! Detective Nikki and her incredible sidekick have done it again. What happened before Madame Julie returned to the abandoned district? It's all coming together. But there aren't even any obvious traces at the scene. Whoa, Nikki, could we be dealing with one of those professional assassins from the comic books? The really nasty ones?
Don't worry, Momo. Whoever they are, if we work with Jenny and the others, I know we'll catch them. Killing a lovely old lady like her in the peaceful abandoned district. It's terrifying. Who knows what they'll do next? We can't just let them get away with this.
How could this happen?
Oh, Fanny Packy, are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. This old scrap of fabric's just got to keep it together right now. Nikki, are you here to help the investigation? Feel free to ask anything you want. I'll tell you anything I know.
Great. In that case, can I ask what happened before and after you saw Madame Julie today?
Early this morning, I took the Special Express to Golden Fields and waited for Madame Julie. Between her return and the preparations for the Ripple Estate soiree, some pretty big things are happening in the abandoned district. I just had to handle the route myself. She was her usual spontaneous self. Her letter to Jenny only mentioned the day she was getting into town, not the time. But I wasn't in a hurry. I was happy to wait. When she arrived, she seemed pretty happy. She spent some time admiring the welcome signs everyone made for her, then she chatted with me for a while before she got on the train.
Was she traveling alone?
Yes. She didn't tell anyone she was going on this long trip. She went all by herself. She was alone when she got back, too. And that suitcase she was carrying, it was the very same one. The train was called Julie's Special Express, and no other PCs were allowed on board. I was driving in the front, and she was the only passenger. I even offered to drive in reverse to get to the Ripple Estate in one stop. But Miss Julie said it had been a long time since she'd been back and wanted to enjoy the scenery, so she told me not to worry about it. So I followed the usual route, took a slow tour around the abandoned district, and then stopped at the Ripple Estate.
Did Did you hear any unusual sounds or see anything out of the ordinary along the way?
No. And the sound of the steam whistle probably would have covered it up. I didn't hear anything. The water was as calm as usual.
I see. That's all for now. Thank you, old Fanny Packy. I'm so sorry this happened.
All right. I'll leave the investigation to you.
It seems like there are no other clues in the train car. Momo, let's tell Jenny what we found first.
The Golden Age may end, but the soul of Sexy never fades. That's what you always said. But how could the abandoned district's most charming soul take her final bow like this?
Jenny, are you feeling better?
Nikki, I'm sorry for my behavior, and for putting this investigation on you.
I understand. You and Madame Julie were close friends for so long. This must be so hard. But we finished investigating.
Thank you. That suitcase is so important. I had Pommy take it back to the manor for safekeeping. But I kept this photo, just in case we missed any evidence. Did you happen to find anything?
The killer was careful and didn't leave any evidence behind. But I have some theories. According to old Fanny Packy's testimony, Julie boarded an empty train, but was somehow murdered before it stopped. The killer must have come from the water and snuck on board, then escaped afterwards. For some reason, they put Madame Julie's fabric inside the suitcase and sent it on to the Ripple estate. And there's one thing I'm really worried about. The suitcase is really clean, practically spotless, apart from the straw from Madame Julie's coat.
But Nikki, the crime happened inside the train car, didn't it? It's pretty clean in there anyway.
That's a good point. Wait, there's something else. There's no way Madame Julie would travel so far without taking any luggage with her. But when you opened the suitcase earlier, there was only the fabric inside. What could have happened to everything inside the suitcase?
That is strange. Madame Julie always valued her quality of life. She even made sure to regularly clean her suitcase with one-wash fresh detergent. I'm sure she'd have packed a lot when she traveled.
Nikki, are you saying you think the killer stole everything out of Madame Julie's suitcase?
Yes. Based on what she wrote in her journal, the suitcase had... the Van der Rippels formula. Madame Julie went to Sicia to find the missing component, and I would assume she found something if she came back.
But we didn't find anything.
Speaking of Van der Rippels, that does remind me of something. Yesterday, Charlie discovered that one of Madame Julie's journals had gone missing. There wasn't anything really important inside of it, but the thief might have thought it contained records related to Van der Rippels, so they stole it.
That makes sense. So it looks like the stolen journal and the suitcase containing the scraps are probably connected to each other.
Yes. So, Nikki, I have a difficult request. I'd like to commission you... No, I would like to sincerely request that you help investigate the case of the stolen journal. I will assign some reliable members of staff to investigate the surface of the water to retrace some of the killer's steps. But Ripple Estate is short on hands, and I cannot let too many PCs know that our Julie was murdered.
I understand. I may not have known Madame Julie, but I know how important she was to everyone here. And that awful killer needs to be brought to justice. I'd love to help.
On behalf of all of the Ripple Estate, thank you. Charlie knows more details about the stolen journal case. She's at the entrance to the Ripple Estate comforting everyone. I suggest you talk to Charlie first. May the Silver Gale be with you.
The wind is picking up. Momo, be careful. Don't blow away.
It's just a light breeze. I'm not worried at all.
Small flower breathes in rose. The dreaming child with secrets glows. Have no fear. We've no fear.
He said that Madame Julie isn't coming back, and the bad guy hides in the shadows with a huge pair of scissors.
This is truly despicable slander. It must be from that blabbermouth of a columnist. I'll warn him. The Ripple Estate soiree will not tolerate his rumors.
Don't worry. It's okay. Those words are just meant to scare you. Pay them no mind. See for yourself. There isn't anything lurking in the shadows. Even if there is, it's nothing we can't handle. Let's go take a look together, shall we?
I'm terribly sorry, Miss Leora. Thank you for calming the child down. We've just learned that a guest has been spreading some irresponsible rumors.
It's nothing. The Ripple Estate soiree is finally back. Many PCs have come, nostalgic for the good old days. With so much attention, these things are bound to happen. This grand scene, it's such a rare sight even in Sichia. Thank you so much. Speaking of which, how many guests are here from Sichia?
Besides you, 3 others have arrived at the estate so far. Something wrong, Miss Leora? Do you need them for something?
It's nothing. I just wanted to check. I'm sorry, I'll stop bothering you. Let's go. Charlie, who was that guest just now?
That's Miss Leora from Sichia. She works for a theater troupe as a backstage crew member. She's actually more than just a guest here. After folks heard about the Ripple Estate soiree, she took the initiative to contact Jenny. She wanted to work behind the scenes for the event.
In that case, she must be very interested in any news concerning the Ripple Estate soiree and Julie. She probably knows a bit about the estate's layout, too.
What's wrong, Miss Nikki?
Well, Jenny asked me to investigate the case of Julie's missing journal. She thinks it might be related to Julie's murder.
Ah, it sounds like Jenny has already told you. Indeed. At a time like this, I don't know who better to trust than yourself and Mr. Momo. Now that this terrible thing has happened, we're short on hands and don't even know where to start investigating. Thank you for all your help in this difficult time, Miss Nikki.
I understand. I also can't imagine who would hold a grudge against a PC as kind and respectable as Madame Julie. Hopefully, the case of the stolen journal can give us a clue.
The journal was stolen. On the very day before Julie's special express arrived. Lately, Pommy and I have been taking turns patrolling around the estate to maintain order. I take the day shift while Pommy takes the night shift. That day, I ended up switching my shift with Pommy's because, well, it's a bit embarrassing to say, but I spent the whole previous night showing a friend around the estate and just didn't have the energy to patrol the next day. The day and night patrol routes are different, with different points of focus. I asked Pommy for advice beforehand and noted down the key things to watch out for on the night shift. But around 9 o'clock that night, when I was patrolling around the savoring garden, I found to my surprise that one of the most important items, Madame Julie's journal, had gone missing. I made sure to search the area, confirmed it had been taken, and reported it back to Jenny.
What does the journal look like? We'll help keep an eye out for it when we're looking around.
It's a red notebook. Oh, when I was showing my friend around that night, We took a photo near the savoring garden. Miss Nikki, look! You see that red journal sitting there with the other things, don't you?
It seems the journal hadn't been stolen yet when Pommy was on patrol the night before. Charlie, do you have any suspects?
Her private journal was always kept there. Much like the rest of Madame Julie's personal items, no one would touch it or even give it a second thought, really. I hate to be suspicious of our guests. I really do. But to have all of this happening right now when the Ripple Estate is full of new faces, it just seems a little too convenient to me.
Yes. If a PC from the abandoned district wanted to commit the crime, they would have had other opportunities. I wouldn't have to risk being discovered by a patrolling PC. Visitors, on the other hand. But I know it's not good to jump to conclusions without solid evidence. Charlie, I'd like to go see the place in the photo. Is that all right?
Of course. The savoring garden is just over there, on the stone tree platform. Please forgive me for not being able to accompany you. I have to calm everyone down and stop too many rumors from spreading. I just can't seem to get away right now.
I understand, Charlie. I will bring you the truth and catch that killer. Don't you worry.
And I'll always be Great Detective Nikki's right hand.
Thank you both so much. Pommy should be patrolling around that area. If you run into any trouble, be sure to go find him.
Be extinguished, all of you, for this era's tragic end. Juliet, in your eternal slumber, let me write your eulogy.
Ah, Mr. Leon, stop it. Please stop.
The whisper of truth has been carried to my ears by Tommy, and you, Julie's followers. Why do you hide secrets in your berries?
Huh? That columnist is spouting nonsense to everyone again. He's got a bigger mouth than the Ambird outside my house. Don't you believe a word he says?
What are you all doing?
Alas, thankfully, friends with proper etiquette have arrived to mourn the fall of a shining star. Since you pursue her glory as well, you must have also seen me burning alongside her on the stage. This vessel cursed by drama is Mr. Center Stage, Leon!
Leon. Oh, I think I saw that name in the newspaper that Tommy sold Sheldon. He co-starred in a play with Juliet.
So even Tommy can't forget me. Figures. Even a gossip reporter has no choice but to let my name roll off their tongue. You must be referring to As Rain Falls, As Flowers Bloom. In that performance, I portrayed a silent patrolman, but I still commanded the respect of that entire audience. That's why they call me the king of the stage, you see.
So you're saying you didn't have a single line?
I intended to catch up with Julie during the Ripple Estate soiree and persuade her to come with me to stir up Sichia's twilight once more. A pity. What a pity! Julie, how else shall I mourn you?
If it is true, Everyone will need a long time to heal from this loss. Mr. Leon, maybe we all just need some time.
Ah, another who understands the art of pacing. In that case, I'll stop bothering you. May we see each other again at the next dawn's first light.
Mommy, are you doing all right?
Thank you for helping me get that dramatic PC to leave. He flung himself on the suitcase in mourning. I couldn't pull him off. So unpumped. If Madame Julie were here, she'd have something to say.
Thanks for helping, Pommy. You've got to keep the peace and stop the news from starting a panic. Jenny trusted us to investigate the case of the missing journal. We've got to get to the bottom of this and uncover the truth about Madame Julie's murder.
I believe in you. If Madame Julie were here, she wouldn't want me to be so down either. If you need to know anything, just ask me.
Okay. Charlie already filled us in. Before the two of you switched shifts, did anything strange happen?
I don't think so. I usually patrol the Savoring Garden around 12 o'clock. Every time I make sure to check Madame Julie's things according to the list. I've never noticed any of her things go missing. Besides, only a few PCs pass through this area during the day. At night, it's just me on the night shift. A robbery's never taken place here before. I can't believe this is all happening before the Ripple Estate soiree. Never mind that. I'll take you there. You can investigate anything you need to.
Is that the journal?
What are you talking about? Wait, this really is Madame Julie's journal. But Charlie clearly confirmed this journal was missing that day.
A journal that was lost accidentally and without a trace, but then suddenly reappeared as if by magic? Pommy, Momo, let's go investigate and see if we can dig up any useful clues about this. These creases are pretty new. Someone must have gone through it not long ago. Did it get stained somehow? Huh. It smells like a special fragrance. Pommy, do PCs usually read Madame Julie's journal?
No! How could anyone be so rude as to look through her personal belongings?
In that case, I think these new creases were most likely made by the thief. If they stole the journal to read it, why did they return it?
Then that stain on it must have been left by... by the thief, too! Smells good. What is that stuff?
Let me smell it. Oh, isn't this the special blend Super Scented Palm? The two main ingredients are Super Duper Palmed and One Breath Bliss. The scent is designed to last an extremely long time.
Whoa! Hold on! What is with these names? Does no one here know how to name a detergent properly?
Coming up with names was actually Madame Julie's strength. But since she's left, we've had to name them ourselves.
I think Super Duper Palmed is a really cool name if you ask me. Did you come up with that one all by yourself?
I did indeed. The Super Duper Palm detergent is a new product developed specifically for the Ripple Estate soiree. It brings together the power of all the detergent experts in Ripple Estate. So, obviously, I needed to win the press-off competition against Charlie so I can finally get the naming rights.
So you decide naming rights just as professionally as you decide names.
Super Duper Palm doesn't smell like much of anything on its own, but when you mix it together with other detergents, it has the power to enhance their effects. I can't think of any better name for something so palmed. But its effect isn't very stable yet, and can be a bit too powerful. Sometimes the smell of the super scented palm blend will hang around for days and days. So all the different formulas for Super Duper Palmed are still being adjusted. You can't even buy it yet.
Wait, if these detergents aren't on the market yet, how did they end up on this journal? Could it be an inside job by a PC from the Ripple Estate?
But there's no way. If a Ripple Estate PC was behind this, why would they wait until now to sneak a peek at the journal? Before the Ripple Estate soiree, we didn't patrol nearly as much. It would have been easier then.
That's a good point. It does make more sense to suspect someone from outside. So, is there any other way to get super scented palmed?
Well, I remember now. It was about 3 days before the train arrived. With dawn's first light, we let everyone try a batch of super scented palmed.
Dawn's first light. Oh, I get it. 1 bottle of detergent in the morning, right? A bottle at dawn keeps you fresh all day long.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good slogan. That's right. Dawn's first light is a tradition of the Ripple Estate soiree. Starting a week before the official celebration, we let everyone sample the latest detergents every morning.
So this thief arrived at Ripple Estate 3 days before Julie's Special Express. If they stole the journal and put it back, they might have taken other things during those 3 days too. We've investigated this area. Momo, let's check the other things we found earlier to see if they have the same scent. Ooh, this is heavy. Is this Madame Julie's jewelry box?
A super diva's jewelry box! Just as glamorous and mysterious as a pirate's treasure.
It's a design sketchbook. It must be full of the Sovereign of Sexy's great ideas.
The thief stole some other things, too. Detective Nikki, any theories?
Yes, I have some ideas. But first, I want to ask, Palmy, if you used super scented palmed and then touched Momo, would he have a strong smell too?
No way! If picking it up were that easy, the entire Ripple Estate would smell like this by now. Really, though, I'd have to play Move and Groove with Momo the whole entire night before he'd even get super scented.
Then my idea must be correct. The thief most likely... Several times over the course of those 3 days, they'd steal an item, take it back, examine it, and return it. Because they kept the stolen items with them for a while, they all picked up the strong smell of super scented palmed.
That makes sense. But why would a thief do that?
Because they didn't want anyone to find out the items were missing. For whatever reason, this thief doesn't want to actually take these things. Rather, they were looking for something inside. By stealing, studying, and then returning them, they hope to get a good look at these items without being discovered by other PCs. And their scheme worked the first 2 times. No one noticed her jewelry box or design sketchbook went missing. Yet, the theft of the journal was discovered. Possibly because... there was a difference in patrol times. Palmy usually patrols here around 12 at night, but Charlie said she arrived here at 9 and found the journal missing. At first, the thief likely took advantage of the patrol schedule, stealing the items after midnight and returning them before 12 the following night.
Oh, so every time Palmy patrolled, everything was neat and tidy. He couldn't have noticed anything.
Right. But the thief wouldn't know that Charlie switched to the night shift the day before Julie's Special Express arrived. Charlie patrols differently than Palmy, so Charlie got here earlier. At 9 o'clock, the thief hadn't had time to put the journal back, so Charlie noticed something was wrong.
Oh, we were so busy afterward that we never came back here to check. So it wasn't until you came to investigate that the journal had reappeared.
That's right. If my reasoning is correct, the thief probably has no idea they've been discovered. They might even come back here to strike again.
You're right. Detective Nikki, let's keep watch here tonight. We have to catch this awful thief red-handed.
Julie, don't know her. I am just here to see if Ripple Estate's new detergent selection is worth stocking. That's all.
Oh, you don't know Julie? Well, that's... It's gotten so late already. Is there anything worth seeing around here?
Late? Everyone is usually up at this hour in Sichia, aren't they?
Oh, brother. The awkwardness here is palpable.
Do you two sightsee this late at night often? We just happened to run into each other. She's visiting Sichia too, so I was just saying hello. My name is Leora. I'm part of the backstage crew for a theater troupe in Sichia.
The name's Colleen, the owner of the Nightshade Lounge. If you're ever in Sichia, your yellow friend there can come get a couple bottles on the house.
A pleasure, Leora. Miss Colleen. As Deputy Patrol Officer, I'd like to ask some routine questions. So, why are you both out here in the middle of the night?
Checking on the local night blooming berries. As for her, I'm not sure why she was following me.
Following you? Don't get me wrong, I just happened to bump into her. Being invited to help with the stage setup for the Ripple Estate soiree was an honor, but this brand new environment, the nighttime routes, open field lighting, there are a lot of challenges. I needed to do some prep work.
And the route you planned for the stage just happened to be the same one I was taking.
Well, now I'm curious. What kind of berries need nighttime inspections? Sounds like an excuse from someone up to no good.
The Nightshade Lounge is open at nighttime. The state of my raw ingredients is more potent at night than during the day.
They're both a bit suspicious. Neither one of them has a solid alibi. What do we do, Nikki?
Let me think. You two, tell me more about your night blooming berries and your stage planning. If you can't give me straight answers, I'll assume you're lying.
Nikki, even if they are lying, I really don't think they'd make up their jobs out of nowhere. Asking questions like this won't help us figure out which one of them is actually the thief.
Oh, good point. I need to find a way to figure out if one of them stole the journal. You two, when did you arrive at the estate? Let me think. I was told that Julie's Special Express arrived 2 days after I got to the Ripple Estate.
Yeah, that's about right.
If what they're saying is actually true, then that would mean that neither of them could have used Super Scented Pond. Therefore, there's no possible way they could be the thief we've been looking for.
Can anyone vouch for your arrival times? Everyone arriving from Sichia has to take the choo-choo train at Golden Fields. It's possible that one of the PCs there would have remembered me.
When I arrived at Golden Fields, a PC named Winby struck up a conversation with me.
Noted. I have no more questions for now. Good night. Get some sleep. By the way, there are lots of new decorations in the Ripple Estate. It'd be easy to break something. If you go out at midnight, please ask a staff member to join you.
Looks like we should go and check in with Wendy. That way we can be absolutely sure whether they're telling us the truth, or if they might have been hiding something all along. Nikki, let's head to Golden Fields after sunrise.
Back then, Mr. Simon told me, "Kid, you've got a nose better than a floof's, and a head more stuffed with ideas than a newsroom trash can. It'd be a criminal waste of talent if you don't become a news writer." From that day on, I resolved to become a PC worthy of those words. I'm going to become the most successful news scooper out there!
A single sentence from Madame Julie opened my eyes. Now, I've poured out the stories I've held in for decades, and I want to try songwriting.
It's a shame that the ones we chose to admire have both met with misfortune.
Tommy, don't say things like that.
Misfortune? Did something happen to Madame Julie? All I heard them say was that her trip got delayed.
No, not Madame Julie. It was Cersei who met with misfortune, which led to Juliet's retirement. That's what Snapshot Tommy's been claiming all along, right?
Hey, what do you mean, claiming? I have proof! Let me find it. Here's the newspaper from back then.
So it is true. Cersei was also a star from Prosperville. They weren't just from the same place. They were best friends. Like twin wheat stalks, together through rain or shine. Until one stalk breaks in the storm, lost without a trace. How lonely the other must have been.
Madame Julie always truly admired Cersei. When everyone thought Juliet would be the obvious choice for the leading role in As Rain Falls, As Flowers Bloom, Juliet just smiled before pushing Cersei to the front of the stage. Like one stalk of wheat quietly supporting another, helping her stand straight and dazzling. But who could have predicted a disaster that even the toughest wheat stalks couldn't withstand? Every time Cersei was mentioned, Madame Julie would sigh. Of all the drifting wheat seeds, none would ever grow like Cersei.
Mr. Leon knew the both of them too.
Ah, that one. He wasn't ever famous, but he had that flair for the dramatic and loved all sorts of excitement. I never could have imagined that the PC born from his suit would be cut from the exact same cloth, so to speak.
Insider drops major bombshell. 3 years ago, the two of them... Hey! The rest of the page is an ad! I guess I shouldn't expect much more from a tabloid filler page.
That's commercialization!
We can't be sure if this was the reason for Juliet's retirement, but I'm sure the death of her best friend would have been a huge blow.
You also think this might be related to her retirement, don't you? And now, all this terrible business with Julie.
Yes. Rumors about Madame Julie are everywhere. I understand, Tommy. The abandoned district has become such a rumor mill.
Wow, Nikki, that was a nice save.
So, why not go somewhere else to learn about her and Cersei's past? Pestering one PC over and over won't be as efficient as asking around. Right, Wendy?
Huh? I don't mind sharing any of the stories I have about them. It's pretty boring in the field all by myself. But if you want to learn more about Cersei and Juliet, it might be worth it to head to the Windrider Mill and ask around there. Many of the PCs born from the original residents of Prosperville's clothing live right around there.
Whoa! That's a great idea! I can already smell the warm scent of wheat! I would bet 500 blings that the truth is hidden over there.
Whatever's there, just remember, Tommy. Even though you're investigating the truth, you still need to be very careful about the things you say and ask.
I understand. I'm off to Windrider Mill to put my best button forward. Catch you later.
Oh, I thought he'd never leave. Now we can finally ask Wendy when the other PCs got here without any distractions.
Okay, I actually have to go do important adult stuff at the very moment. I will come back later and stream the rest of this update, hopefully. Thank you so much for joining us. I really gotta go. I will see you later. Bye!